My name's Hannah and I live in St Margaret's the Village. The stables I work and stable my horse at is called OwlHouseStables. I first started riding here when I was about 6 because I'd lived in the city when I was younger, and I decided that I wanted to come and enjoy the countryside.
My name's Cara Murray and I'm from Hawkinge in Folkestone. When I started secondary school, Pippa, my friend, she was riding here and she told me there was a pony for loan, and so I came and started riding here.
My name's Pippa and I'm from just up the road. I live in St Margaret's and I'm about half a mile away from the stables. I started riding when I was about 7. We had just moved here into St Margaret's and Mum wanted something for me to do, so I started having lessons and then I started loaning a pony here. My horse is called Wiz. I ride him almost every single day because I live so close. It's really easy for me to go up here. I can just walk. I take him for lots of hacks and go out around the countryside. I do quite a few competitions on him.
My horse is called Hogan. My horse is quite grubby, so therefore I also have to wash him quite often. But I don't wash him so much that all the oils leave his body, because horses have to have protection from the rain because it rains quite a lot in England.
I've been coming here for about 2 years now, 2.5 years, and I come 4 or 5 times a week and try and ride as often as I can.
My name's Emily Maxwell and I'm from Whitfield. It's about 10 minutes away, so local. Well, both my mum and dad had their own horses, and I'd seen photos of them riding, and I just thought it looked really fun. Taffy over there, he absolutely loves bananas, but there's other horses who will spit it out because they don't like it. He's just a real character. You need to give him lots of encouragement. Whenever you get off him, he rubs his head on you to scratch it, and he's just really affectionate. I love him. He's rubbing his head on the wall.
A hack is taking your horse out through the woods, the countryside, whereas schooling would be staying in a set area and doing things like dressage.
It's a lot of work, because in the winter we have to muck out the stables, and in the summer we have to poo-pick the fields and brushing and tacking up and everything. It's quite a lot of work.
We do a lot of helping, so we all group together, we all work as a team here, and we go out, we muck out, or we poo-pick the fields with the trailer and tractor. So mucking out is when we clean out the stables. We have different tools and we use a wheelbarrow, so it's just separating all the clean and the dirty straw. When the horse, overnight, they poo and wee on it, so you want to get that all out, because otherwise the horse gets dirty, and you like to keep the horse as clean as possible. You don't buy a horse, so it's quite good. You pay a little bit of money each week and you get to come up as many days as you like. You come up in the weekends, you look after the pony.
Most of us girls have our own ponies or loan ponies, and so we ride them when we have lessons or go out for hacks at the weekend. And if we go out for a hack after school, that's who we ride. We look after them as if they were our own. I've been coming here for about 2 years now, 2.5 years, and I come 4 or 5 times a week and try and ride as often as I can.
I like it because it's very free, very natural. Nothing's really constructed to be a certain way, because here in St Margaret's everything's quite old and traditional in the way it looks, and I like that about it. When I was younger there wasn't really much countryside apart from the parks, and coming here I've experienced things like being able just to go out and about and see a wild rabbit or something, whereas when I was younger they were always in cages. And I got to know the countryside because I obviously have my horse through it a lot, and it's a lot different to city life, I would definitely say.
I love to go out and have a bit of a gallop because my horse is a thoroughbred, so he's sort of racehorse kind of breeding, so he's really, really quick.
There's blocks and jump wings, and you put the poles up to how high you want them, and you jump them, and you can make them more scary by adding fillers and stuff, which is like things that go under the jump, or like coloured boards and stuff that makes it.
I really like taking him jumping because he really curves himself over the jumps, but because he's young, he's only 8 years old, he gets quite upset with the jumps sometimes, so you just have to start low and work your way up. And I just like the achievement of when you get to a certain height you haven't got jumped before. Because up there I was doing 75 centimetres, and for him that's quite big, so I'm really proud of him.
I look back at it and I think it was a lot of hard work to get him where he is now. So I've gone from not being able to do trotting poles straight to being able to, at camp, do massive cross-country jumps, and him enjoying it so much, because when he was younger he used to jump like this. He used to like spread his legs out like a spider, and it was quite funny to watch, whereas now he tucks his legs in properly.
You're both athletes, and you know, if you want to move up the levels, you need to be as fit as can be, and yeah, you want to be able to perform to the best you can, because that's what riding is about, and that's what all sports is about.
You're dealing with an animal who has its own mind. I mean, if somebody was to say they wanted to do horse riding but they didn't want to get hurt and they didn't want to fall off, I'd say it's probably not your sport, because you have to be prepared to take a tumble every now and again, especially if you're riding a young horse like I do. People often say, if I fall off, people often go, "Oh my gosh, are you okay?" Because they've got quite old horses, maybe 15 years old, horses which are quite balanced. Whereas I've got quite a young horse who's only 6 years old, so he's very green. So sometimes he can become unbalanced, and if I don't pick up on that, I'll become unbalanced and fall off as well.
I don't really, I'd love to have my own stables at a house and just live in the countryside and do little competitions and stuff. Like, I just love the whole riding thing. And well, over time the relationship builds, because to start with we were like strangers, and now we have complete trust in each other, and if I ask her to do something, she'll do it.
I just like how a horse it's so different from anything else, because they can think and they can feel, and like I said, they're quirky. They're alive. It's not just you. You've got something with you to take care of and ride.
I describe the relationship like she's my best friend, honestly. She is. I love her to pieces. She's great.